You've read the title of the video, you've seen the thumbnail. Before we truly get into the video, what is a job? And what is a job application? Well, a job is something you do for money. That's like the bare minimum explanation. You work in the same way that you do work at school, except you're not educating yourself with stuff you'll never use. Doing a task like checking receipts, filling the shelves at a Walmart. You know, you're selling people things. You're going door to door trying to sell. Like, you get the point. So, what is a job application specifically? It is, well, I think it's self-explanatory. Obviously, it's a application you fill out in order to, you know, get a job. Now, I know I'm saying the word a lot here, so this might be really dangerous for some of you, but I have confidence you can make it through. So, see, on paper, a job sounds like a good thing, right? Like, oh yeah, I can do stuff I'm already doing and probably enjoy for money. No. You see, if jobs were things that people weren't afraid of, as you know, jobs are one of humanity's greatest fears as it's been brought to light as of if this were to be true, then people would not be homeless. People would not be doing things themselves rest at work. You see, a job is a trap by the government. The 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 education system, the Board of Education, was founded by a man, one of those fuckheads from old America, one of the guys who used to invest in the railroads and shit. Probably Carnegie, if I had to make a guess. Him and his little steel place factory. Yeah, Carnegie probably, he was like, I want a country of workers, So, and he founded the education. So the elementary school, middle school, high school is meant to turn you into a worker. Now let's rewind a couple of weeks. A wise man once said, "These students are the perfect." And why is that? Well, it's simple. The teacher puts a piece of paper out on your desk, and you do it, and you get an A. At a job, your employer gives you a task, and you do it just fine. You do it perfectly. You get an A. You have an A plus at your job. You're the perfect employee. Now, a C student or an F student, they know that this is baloney. They've already seen into the future. You see, it's not just that they're stupid necessarily. It's that they've already foreseen that this is what the education system is. It's to turn them into a worker ant, to fuel the nest, or whatever the fruity wobble ants call their shit. Mounds, maybe? Something nest? Hives? Yeah, the ant hive mind. Obviously satiric. So they've already foreseen this. It's not a direct sight necessarily. It's something that's engraved into them at some point. It's it just appears one day and it's just engraved into the back of their minds. They don't necessarily notice it, but it is there and it is controlled. That's why F students are super brains, as I may call it. The education system is a lie. Those who have bad grades are breaking free of that lie. Let's take a look at the things we learn in school, right? When are you going to need to know what a times b divided by c plus x squared equals? When will that ever be useful when you're working at a McDonald's? When will that be useful when you're driving a car? When will that be useful when you're getting headshots on Call of Duty Modern Warfare? Because you play that shitty, you know? Maybe you're playing Dark Souls 3, you know? How's knowing that gonna help me get my parries in. How am I gonna be? How am I gonna be the next fighter PL? How am I gonna be the next Pale Man? How am I gonna be the next Chase the Bro? Well, you're not. You're just gonna be another work, as I've already. So they lure you in by promising you money for chance. Right now, Elon Musk himself, one of the richest men in the world, has said he would rather hire a C employee over an A employee simply because. Now, if you're a submissive little good boy or a submissive little good girl, yeah, go get yourself a job. Enter the hell. There's no turning back. You know, now that we've already established the educational system is pretty bad. It's designed to turn you into a worker ant. Let's take a look at what you call it, working at jobs themselves. Now, if jobs were truly as good as people say, like when you're 18, your parents are like, "Hey, get you a job, go shut the flick up." Notification. Now, if you, where was I? Oh, yes, I remember now. When you turn 18, your parents are like, go get yourself a job, or, you're kicked out, blah, blah, go get yourself a job, you filthy animal. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, see, that's because they've already fallen for it. You see, um, uh, if jobs were truly as good as they claim to be, like when your parents tell you, go get a job, go get a job, go make yourself your own money, blah, 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 you know, then why would people harm themselves over jobs? You can find a really good movie that starts with a P, Redators. You can find one of those as your workspace. You can find weirdos, you can find creep, you can find people who want to end you. They can find people who want to, and people commit toaster bath over things. Maybe it's just the excessive workload. Now, obviously, that's not everyone, but plenty of people complain about their jobs. Like it's a bad thing. If jobs were all good, then there wouldn't be people committing toaster bath. There wouldn't be creeps. There wouldn't be life enders. Places. You know how it is. Now, you see, I have a theory. Maybe it's not a theory. Maybe it's fact. Fazbear Entertainment is a real company, and it's disguising itself. The game Secret of the Mimic, that really happened. Steel Wool is leaking to us the past that was hidden from us. You see, Arnold was a real man who was worked out of his mind. Arnold was forced to work long shifts with threats of docking his pay. The companies like Fazbear are doing such horrible things. The collar man guy, whatever his name was, he lied to Arnold. He kept information from him so he would go into Edwin Murray's costume manor with a evil killer robot, the Mimic. So this isn't just a theory. Now that I'm really putting my mind to it, okay, let's take a look at Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese reuses people, and they are a job, a business. You're telling me at your business, your workplace, place I fill out a job application for, using pizza for a little kid's place? You're feeding children already half eaten pizza slices used with other half eaten slices. Really thinking about this? No, not anymore. Because we're trapped in the matrix. The government is trying to hide this from us so we can all get jobs and fulfill their agendas. Work to death or whatever the be flopping, this isn't just a theory, this is fact. And we'll see one day that this is truly fact. Anyways, in other news, drop a Draco for president 2030 on 2032. Just like really let that sink in. Also, Matt Pet's running for like Congress. I mean, if you want to see like fucking Five Nights at Frederick Fazbear's, on Congress, you go ahead and vote for him, bro.